Hello everybody, Lurgs here, welcome to my channel, and today it's the Ford Transit Connect dashboard warning lights meaning. I'll take you through all the Ford Transit Connect instrument panel warning lights and what they mean. If you're driving along in your Ford Transit Connect, it's really important to take notice of your dashboard warning lights. Now when you turn the ignition on, most of the dashboard warning lights will come on and then they should go out. Basically, if you've got a red warning light, you should stop your vehicle and check that immediately. Critical or major damage could occur if you carry on driving. If you've got a yellow warning light, that could be important. Check it out as soon as you can and keep an eye on this warning light. If you've got a green or blue warning light, that is for information only. And if you've got a red or yellow warning light, you should be able to plug in an OBD2 reader and find out exactly what it is. And there's a link above now about where that port is. Now when you turn the ignition on, most of the dashboard warning lights will come on and then they should go out. If any remain on when the engine is running, then you need to get that checked out. Right, let's start going through all the warning lights. Obviously all Ford Transit Connect models do vary slightly, they have different features on them, but this is a general overview of most of the ones that you'll see on your dashboard. And with the magic of video editing, let's put all the ones up that are available. This is the fuel gauge. If this gets anywhere near the red, the fuel gauge warning light will come on and you need to fill up with fuel, either diesel or petrol, depending on what model yours is. And just a little tip here, which is the same on most modern vehicles, this shows you which side your fuel filler cap is on, and on this one it's on the right hand side. This is the engine coolant temperature gauge. If this gets anywhere near the red, you need to pull over and switch off the engine and let it cool down. If you let your engine overheat, it could be in danger of blowing up. So let the engine cool right down and then check the coolant levels. This means that you've got your side lights or your headlights on. This means that your rear fog lights are on. Your high beam headlights are on. Your front fog lights are on. This is an engine malfunction warning light. If this comes on, this indicates a malfunction with your engine. The engine will continue to run, but you may have limited power. If it flashes when you are driving, then reduce the speed of your vehicle immediately. If it continues to flash, avoid heavy acceleration or deceleration and have your vehicle checked out by an authorised Ford dealer immediately. This is the engine glow plug indicator. You only get this on diesel engines. When you turn the ignition on, this glow plug indicator should come on. Wait until this goes off before you try to start the engine. This basically heats up the coil in the diesel engine and helps it to start when it's in cold weather. If this comes on while you're driving or it flashes while you're driving, then you need to get your glow plugs checked out by a garage. This is the engine oil warning light. If this comes on when you're driving, then stop the vehicle as soon as it is safe to do so and then turn your engine off. Check your engine oil levels because the engine oil level could be too low. If you happen to have stop start on your Ford Transit Connect, this will illuminate when the engine switches off if you're sitting at traffic lights or waiting to pull away. This obviously helps the environment when the engine switches off, and as soon as you go to pull away, the engine will automatically restart. So this will just flash on to say that the auto start stop system is activated. This is the front airbag warning lamp. If this stays on when you're driving the vehicle, it indicates you've got a problem or a malfunction with your front airbags. Have this checked out by an authorised dealer. This means you haven't got your front seatbelt fastened. Tut tut, clunk click every trip. This is the downhill brake control indicator light. All this does is it controls your vehicle at a safe speed if you're going down a steep decline. So this may activate when you're going down a really steep hill. This will come on and glow in amber if the outside air temperature is between 0 degrees centigrade, freezing, and 4 degrees centigrade. And if it's below 0 degrees centigrade, it will glow red. This is just to warn you that there could be icy roads. These are just the indicator lights, either left or right. If both of them are flashing, that means you've got your hazard lights on. This is the battery warning light. This should come on when you start it up and then go out when the engine is running. If this remains on, it means your battery is not charging correctly. That could be a problem with your battery, or it could be a problem with your alternator, or it could be a problem with your alternator belt. You need to get that checked out immediately before your battery loses all its voltage. This is the brake system warning lamp. When you put the handbrake on, this light should come on. If it's on whilst you are driving, make sure that the handbrake is definitely not on. If the handbrake is not on and it still remains on, then it could indicate low brake fluid level. So make sure that you get that checked out immediately. This is the ABS warning light, the anti-lock braking system. If this illuminates when you're driving, it indicates a malfunction with your braking system. You'll obviously have normal braking, but without anti-lock brakes, the braking system won't be quite as effective. If the ABS system is faulty and you stamp on the brakes, obviously that means that the wheels will actually lock up, whereas if ABS is active, it will stop the wheels from locking up under heavy braking. So you need to get that checked out by a local garage. This is the stability control warning lamp. This may briefly flash if you're driving in snow or icy conditions or lots of heavy gravel, and it just indicates that it's stopping the wheels from wheel spinning. If this remains on all the time, then have this checked out by your local garage. This means that the stability control has been switched off. You can actually switch it off manually. You may want to switch the system off if you're trying to drive off of some very wet grass or a bit of mud. This is the TPMS warning light. This is the bane of all modern vehicles. This is basically a tyre pressure monitoring system. If one of your tyres is under or overinflated, this light will come on, and it just means that you need to check all of your tyres, and then you may have to reset the TPMS system. But these are very, very sensitive on modern vehicles, and you'll find that these will just come on all the time if your tyre pressures are going slightly different to what they should be. But when you stop the vehicle, it's definitely worth going round to all 4 tyres and just making sure that you haven't got a puncture and just checking all the tyre pressures. There's a link above now about what the tyre pressures should be on this Ford Transit Connect. This is the main menu system where you can see informational messages inside here and also go through any of the menu systems. And that brings me to the end of the dashboard warning lights. I hope you don't see any of the red ones while you're driving. Now it's time for a brew. I'll put some other useful Ford Transit Connect videos around the edge of the screen and let you listen to the sounds of a V8 beast.
I mean, I love that one.